Hi everyone, Steve and Jamie here. Welcome back to Board Game Bungles.
Hello, and today we're going to be unboxing Catan New Energies.
Catan was released last year, so it's not a super new release, but I think of it's more of a Catan 2.0. It's got similar mechanics that we all know and love in Catan, but with updated graphics and resources and new artwork, shall we say, is better than graphics. It is Catan as we know and love. It is interesting though, it's 3 to 4 players. No 2s, no 5s, and there's no 5th or 6th players expansions in the pipeline for it that I know. It's interesting that it is 3 to 4 players. I do believe you can play 2-player, but you have to put in a dummy player for the extra one, because some of the events are for 3 players, so you have to have a dummy player in to make those work, I believe.
Right. It's interesting as well, it says a standalone game, which of course it is. It's not an expansion, it's a game in its own right. But it says on the back, experienced Catan players, which is quite interesting. So I've never played Catan, and I've already had a sneak peek at what's inside, and it doesn't look too complicated. So I think for me, I'm not an experienced Catan player, but I think I could get on board with this quite quickly.
You're an experienced board game player though, so it's not your first rodeo, is it? You know what I mean? You're in and playing games regular, as we both are.
True
So
enough,
I think you'll be okay. I say experienced players or not, but let's get it open.
Open it up. Yep.
Well, that's always a great start, isn't it? The rule book has slid in the box and is bent around the edge of the box.
Oh, no.
Fantastic! What a start! Look at that.
That'll line out.
That is brilliant. A lot of lovely crease. Oh, great! We'll pretend that didn't happen, eh? Shall we?
Yeah. Cut.
Yeah. So we've got a rule book we're trying to open that's a little bit crumpled on the edge. I can't believe that. The reason that is because a lot of the board game companies are trying to be more eco-friendly and use as little plastic as possible. So a lot of games now aren't coming with fully wrapped cellophane, so that's like an extra layer of defense. It keeps the box really snug. A couple of bits of tape on the corners are as good as a full shrink wrap box. So that's loose, so that's just slid round there, and yeah, we need to iron that out.
Yeah.
But we've got a rule book, usual Catan style.
Quite clear.
Yeah.
Everything's laid out well, easy to understand.
If you've played Catan at all before, you'll be flying at this, even if you're not an experienced veteran of Catan. But go for it, start taking some stuff out.
So these are, I believe, these are for the 4 players.
Oh, lovely.
And these are chests that you build up. So
yeah, 1 per player. I guess you put all your little bits of token. In usual Catan style, you're going to build roads, towns and cities, I think it is. But you've also got the benefit of putting in power plants. So these are the player boards.
Yep. Player
boards that you were going to use in the game. From the images I've seen, on the left-hand side, you're going to put dirty power plants. And on the right side, you're going to have green, eco-friendly power plants, and that does have an effect in the game to what's going on.
I think that's for your energy tokens, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they do, to be honest. The energy tokens. I had a quick read of the back of the box, but that's as far as I've gone with it.
And that perhaps looks like resources, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm not sure what they do. Oh no, that's where you. This is where I think you're going to put your settlements. So the big ones are the cities. And these ones, I believe, so the little ones are towns and the big ones are cities. And they've got like a little half cutout on them. That's where
yes.
So what you do is, once you've built your town or city, you then can put a power plant from either your dirty power plants, which aren't very good for the environment, or the green good ones. Brown bad, green good. That's the best way. Brown bad, green good. That's how to do it. So you can put a brown power plant on it, which is not so good for the whole game, or you can put a nice green clean power plant on it. But they're quite nice. I like those. It's nice to have a little player board kicking around. And then you've got some trays of hexes. There you go. So you have got some fields on there. I'm guessing this is the upgraded version for grain. or bread maybe, or was it lumber? I can't quite tell. They're forests.
Yeah.
This is forest to get lumber. This is your fields where you're going to get sheep from.
And these are the various tokens. That's the perimeter of the game board, isn't it? Those.
Yes.
So that makes up the sort of circular section of the board, and then you've got these tokens, which I think are these are the event tokens. I think
they're the event tokens. I believe there's a draw bag
and hazard tokens, which go over the tiles or the cities and towns. I think.
Yeah.
From what I remember, that's pretty cool, and I think it's double-sided, because if you are, is that right? Between the 3 and the 4 player variant, you flip over?
Yes, I think there is.
Yeah.
It's to do with the dolphins.
Right.
You see this one here's got four dolphins.
It. So this one must
if you
have
flip
3.
the whole set over, that's got 3 dolphins. So depending on which player count you're going for, you have the appropriate board side. But these are to do with the event tokens. As you're putting, there'll be, I think there's a starting number, like an even number where you are, and what you do is, as you're putting the bad plants out, brown bad, you're pushing to getting more event tokens.
Yep.
The more greens you get in, you get less event tokens. So that's why this is almost like a bit of a global.
It's like the global track or something.
Yeah, the global tracker.
Yeah.
So the worse it gets, because obviously I think it's easier to get your brown bad plants out, but you're then getting more chance for worse event tokens. It's harder to get the green ones out, but you're getting better things.
Yeah. There's also the 4 rows. I think this affects the number of event tokens you have to draw from the back.
Yeah, I seem to think you start around 10ish, 9, 10.
Yeah, something like that.
And then, but the more browns you put out, once you've got to 18, you drop into the next line, so you're drawing out 2 event tokens instead of 1. But if you go the opposite way, you're drawing less tokens.
Is this where you put tokens back in the bag?
Could be, because what I did see was when I looked at your rules, when you're doing setup, each player puts green tokens under the good power plants, and once you've built a green good power plant, you put the green token into the draw bag.
Right.
Yeah, you with me?
Yeah.
So then you're diluting the bag with better tokens slowly, so then there's a chance if you draw a green token out, green is good, you get a good event. Draw a brown token, brown is bad, you get a bad event. So what else have we got in here then? More hexes. Are they going to come up?
More tokens.
They're all sort of protected.
Yeah.
So you have got some mountain hexes here, which I'm going to get you stone or natural resources maybe. You've got fields, that'll get you corn and food potentially from the farms. And then there's the good old desert tile, which is the centre, which is the number 8 spot. That's where the robber goes on regular Catan.
But it's the environmental inspector, is it?
The environmental inspector. You can't beat a good old environmental inspector.
Technically, you can't put a hazard where the inspector is.
No, you can't, because I don't think he'd be very happy about
And
that.
thankfully, you can't put the inspector where there's a hazard either, I don't think.
That's good.
And you've got these 2 bonus tiles that you have visible during the play, I think.
The way it works in Catan is you all start on 3 points, and it's the first person to hit 10 points wins. And you get points per road tile, you get points per town or cities, and these are 2 global objectives. So this one is the longest, is like the good old Catan longest road. As soon as someone's got 5 connected roads on the board, they take the longest route. If somebody else draws on 5, the first player still keeps it. It's someone to exceed that. So if someone got 6 connected roads, they would take that off you, and that's worth 2 victory points. So that's almost variable. So you could be on 7 points and have the 2 rows that puts you on 9, so you need 1 more point to win. If someone takes it off you, your points goes down by 2, and theirs will go up by 2, because it's almost like a variable goal that everyone can compete for, basically.
Yes.
And this one here, the first player to play 3 cleanup cards receives this title. Again, if someone plays 4, they take that off them as well, and that's worth 2 points. And this is what I was saying about these brown bad events and green is good. You can see here, these are some big smoggy power plants running on the brown, natural wind and sea farms for renewable energies for the greens.
Very cool.
I think these tokens here...
Is that one each, I think?
You get one per player. I seem to think it's a warehouse, which if you flip it over to the other side, we can see it costs you 2 energy tokens to buy, but then it increases your hand protection. Because what happens is, if you get the environmental officer, you have to discard some of your cards down. If you're at 7 or more, you have to discard half your cards rounded down. If you have the warehouse in play, you're allowed to have up to 10 cards before you discard down. So it's a bit like a bit of an insurance policy. But yeah, it looks quite nice. And you can see here, there's on the edges, there's places where you put these tokens. Not quite sure how that really works as such.
I think that's where the event tokens
Yeah, but I think when you put 4 in...
Once it's full, then you execute the event, I think.
Yeah,
or you
that it?
resolve the event.
Is that how it works, is it?
Yeah.
What else have you got in the box now?
Well, the obligatory Catan catalogue.
I like
shows you how many games they actually cover in there.
I do like the Catan catalogue.
Yeah.
I do know somebody, a good friend of mine, has got the 3D Catan, and that set is absolutely lovely to play with.
Cool. Not sure what that is, though.
It's a Catan sticker.
Okay.
And that is for the default version of Catan, the regular version, and that shows you how the recommended setup is. And tile placement with all the... so you've got you've got cornfields, wheat, mountains, and that's the recommended play kit. Because Catan's all based on dice roll probability. So you roll the pair of dice, whatever number is shown. If you have a town or a city adjacent to that number, you gather them resources. Resources let you build more roads, more towns, more cities, and that's how you win your points.
Cool.
Nice little, well, I say nice, a little cloth bag. It would have been nice to be a bit, if it had like Catan brand on it, it would be nice. just the words Catan across the middle would have been nice on that, I think.
So that's for the event tokens,
That's the
I believe.
That's the event token draw bag, isn't it?
These must be the player parts. So towns, cities, roads, I gather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 different colours. That's a town, that's a city, I presume.
Yeah.
Roads. Score marker or something?
Yeah, they're the score markers.
Yep.
Should be 4 of those. And I said everyone starts on 3 points. So I think you get 1 point for a town, 2 for a city maybe? Or is it 1 point? I don't know. I haven't played Catan for a very long time. It's not
very cool.
It's not a regular table attender of mine. But like I said, the thing I like about this is it's a little bit like Catan 2.0. They've brought it to the modern world and revamped everything on it. You know what I mean? It's all here to be done.
Here, you got the cards.
What's these? Oh, that's just your dice. They're nice in the colour themes that we have. Green and a beige.
Oh, that's interesting. So that's building the box.
Oh, is that part of the insert, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That must be the token. No, it won't be the tokens because they're punched, aren't they? What is that?
Is it the energy tokens and power plants, maybe? There we go.
Soon find out.
There you go.
Oh, right, yeah.
Those are your power plants. They look nice.
Yep.
So there's your green good power plants and the brown bad smoggy ones. Well, there he is. It's not a robber. It's the environmental hazard investigator who's in charge of everything.
So when you build these chests up, you can then portion these out, put these away, separate everything out, and when these are built up and the lid's closed on them, they actually fit in there. So I don't know if you can see. Yeah,
there's like a little slot there where you're going to put your chests in per colour. Because each player has the same number of power plants on their board. So you're putting your brown ones on like this, like so. You fill your browns up, like that. And then you put the greens on the clean power plant side, like this. Like I said, it is good. I do like the fact it does feel a little bit like Catan meets Daybreak by Matt Leacock, if you know that game. Matt Leacock makes all the Pandemic games. He's the guy who brought Pandemic to the world. He's a big co-op game creator, does all the Pandemic world, and he has a game called Daybreak where you're all global countries. That's the one. Global countries, and you're trying to stop global warming and pollution by trying to convert your dirty energy into clean green energy before global warming happens and ice caps and all that stuff. It's a very, very nice game, and it does look a little bit like Catan meets Daybreak.
Yes.
But what you can do is, if you want, think of it as this is Catan 2.0. It's got nicer artwork. It's got a more modernish theme and moderner resources that are more current events. But if you wanted to, you don't actually have to pay, you don't have to play with the power plants. You could just play regular Catan and not use the power plants and hazard tokens if you wanted to. Think of it as Catan 2.0 with modules. One module is the power plants. One is the environmental hazards. You could just technically play regular Catan with it without the power plants and the environmental hazards, or just if you're playing with new players, like it says on the back of the box, experienced Catan players.
Okay.
But you could just start off with regular Catan.
That's interesting. So none of this is in Catan?
No
equivalent of that?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
In Catan, you're building roads, cities,
right,
towns.
So you've got these parts here then?
Yes, and they are slightly different in regular Catan as well. Just different shapes. The roads are long and there's small dots, big dots. Because obviously these are designed that you can put them with a little
Energy
power
tokens.
plant like that, you see. And then I'm guessing the energy tokens, so you've got a tile anywhere? Can't see a hex anywhere. So if you think you'd build your road along a hex like this, and then you would put that like there on the junction, and then you would choose which way that building's orientated, because that power plant will then go into a different hex, which might give you an increased bonus. I haven't read the rules. I've not seen any playthroughs, any rules or anything on this at all. No. But the basics is, it is Catan.
Yeah, and it's well presented. I like it.
It is nice. I like it. I think it's good.
And it fits nicely back into the box.
Yeah.
When punched and boxed.
Yeah, you have your own little thing.
Very good.
Same as regular Catan. You roll the dice, you gain resources. You can then try and trade with other players. I'll give you wood for a sheep. I'll give you a bread for a metal. So here's your base resources like there. You have lumber. You have bricks. You have yarn/wool, which looks quite tiny. You have food, which is bread. And you also have this, there's metal. That's metal, which is a base resource. So these 5 are your base resources. Yes, basic stuff, yeah?
That's the new science
This is your new science cards. Yeah, this is it. I think science cards are what's going to help you build the power plants. A bit more metal. But you can see like the artwork's had a full revamp from traditional Catan. It's just brought it into the modern world. Catan is such a loved game, and I know a lot of people do play it, and I speak to gamers, we play this weekend, play Catan. We played it 5 times in one night or day. They just love playing Catan, and it is a good tactical game, but it's full enough you can have a conversation at the same time. Because what you do is you roll your dice, you gain your resources, then you can trade with other players. I could say to you, has anybody got any wood? I'll trade you a sheep for your wood, or 2 sheep for 1 wood. Because once you have them resources, they're yours to control. And if a resource is in short supply, people can demand whatever ratio they want. Yeah. Oh, you all want clay, do you? No problems. I'll take 3 wood for 1 clay. There's almost like a monopolisation, a market where you're fighting to trade resources and things like that.
Very cool. Well, I look forward to playing this.
Yeah. So on the basis, like I said, it's Catan 2.0 with 2 modules, being the power plants and the events. If you was playing just base Catan, you could easily play 4-player. Or 2-player, because you're just playing with the basic Catan parts, not the power plants and not the event tokens. You could easily do that. No problem at all, but it's nice, isn't it?
It is. Very cool.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good.
Good game.
So we'll have to get the rules read. I know you've had a little bit of a sneak, haven't you?
I've been working my way through,
A bit like reading.
10 or 15 minutes here and there.
Yeah.
So,
But I think it came out last year. This is one of the more recent variants of Catan that's come out. You can still buy regular Catan available in the shops, but this is just like the reworked, slightly newer version.
So thanks for watching us unbox this great game of Catan New Energies. Looking good. Can't wait to have a first go at this. Probably film it actually. That might not be a bad idea.
I think we'll film the first playthrough of Chaos.
We'll probably bungle
Absolutely.
through it somehow.
There'll be quite a lot of head scratching all the way through, personally.
So. But no, cool. Looking forward to it. So if you enjoyed this unboxing and want to see some of our other videos that we've got available, don't forget to click subscribe.
This is Board Game Bungles.